What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brick Hive. Thank you for joining me. Alright, so it's time for another city update, and I decided I'm going to do a lot more in-depth coverage of different sections of the city. The city's constantly changing anyway, so it's just there's always new things to show. I don't think I've done a really in-depth video of, like I said, each section of the city. So I'm going to start with the beach. I finally finished the waterfall, so I feel like it's ready enough to show in detail. And if you watch Good Morning Brick World, you'll see, and I think it was a couple intros ago, that I had all the sigfigs on the beach. And you got to see at least little snippets of the beach, but you know, it's just a quick intro, so you didn't see a lot of stuff in detail. But as always, I appreciate all of you watching. I appreciate everything all of you do for the channel, whether it's being a member or a subscriber, a viewer, you comment, you like, you share, whatever the case may be. Everything is appreciated. If you do like my channel, if you like my content, if you thought this city video was pretty cool, why don't you go ahead and give that like button a high five. And subscribe. Join the Hive. Alright. Let's get down to the beach. So I knew when I was going to make a city that I eventually definitely wanted to have a beach. Yeah, just something I really wanted to have in the city. That and a forest, but we'll get to the forest at another time. So I wanted the beach to be big and roomy, and I definitely wanted to be, I guess you would call it a Gulf Bay, something like that, but I definitely wanted a big area where I could put boats in, and I still kind of want to expand on this. Because even though I got the lighthouse, I really wanted to have some docks to have the boats go to, but at this time, I just didn't really have the room for that. I knew that I really wanted to have a lot of rock, I guess a rock wall, rock work, and I wanted to have a waterfall. And you can see I finally got that waterfall finished. Now, I would say the waterfall, the lighthouse, and actually the cherry blossom tree definitely stand out probably the most in the beach. But I wanted to pull your attention to actually the water. So you may have noticed how it looks like there's different depths to the water, you know, where it gets deeper. And also maybe you've noticed the pattern of the water. It's got a really interesting pattern to it. So that water pattern I got from Bricks for Chris, and the depth, the way that depth looks, I got that actually from Brick Vault. I've really thought about expanding the ocean, and not even really the beach, probably the rock wall, but really the ocean, because there's a lot more boats and ships that I would like to put in there, and there's just not a lot of room. And plus it would look really great with the lighthouse. I think it would look just nice sitting out there. You can see all the people I got swimming, but we'll get a little more in depth on the people on the beach in just a second. So when you come into the Lego room and you look at the city, the beach is where really you start. It's just the kind of the front of the city. And it's definitely, I would say, probably the most highlighted and attractive thing about the city. I just feel it's like a #1 spot that all the sigfigs and all the people in the Lego city would go to. I mean, look, you got a bunch of wizards just kind of gathering around, hanging out in this peaceful atmosphere. Yes, you may recognize the cherry blossom tree as the Lego bonsai tree set number 10281. Such a great set, I just couldn't leave it in the pot it came in. I had to pull it out and throw it in the city. I've actually been thinking about maybe grabbing another one. I can't remember if it's retired or not. I'm sure it's getting close to retirement. So over here where the beach starts meeting where the swamp is, I decided to go ahead and put that old hidden side diner. You can see Mickey over there sweeping the deck. But yeah, right about here is, like I said, where the swamp and the beach start meeting. I absolutely love this shot. I love how I got that cherry blossom tree right on the edge of the rock cliff, and you can sit there and just look out over the ocean and the beach. It's just, I love this part of my beach. I tossed around a lot of ideas, you know, when it comes to the rock cliff. You know, originally the water was a lot closer to the city, so I was going to do docks, but I decided to go ahead and go with the rock cliff. The waterfall, it took me forever to figure out how I wanted to do it, and I still don't know if this is 100% the way I want it, but at least for now, I'm happy and satisfied with it. I think it looks good, and yeah, good stuff. And of course, you know, all the wildlife. The boats. The wildlife, you know, that's another tricky thing because the stuff isn't underwater, but I just said screw it, you know, all these animals are just going to come to the top. Oh yeah, that shark. It's got her arm, but she's cool about it. You see, she's happy. She's all right. And look, the shark's happy too. It's lunch. So I put this sign up. I don't know why. I just felt like Golem would be just like selling trinkets down there. I'm pretty sure he was selling the Preciouses for half off. And here we have the actual beach. And you can see a lot of different minifigures on here. There's actually a sigfig or two here. We're passing Ninja. Oh, there's Spider-Man, and he's got something in his hand, but he says it's okay. It's for medical purposes, so it's cool. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I constantly just sprinkle different sigfigs and stuff out here, just usually to make things funny. Oh, here we go. We got Anakin, and guess what he hates? I hate sand. Yet I'm at the beach. Alright, so here's where the surfing starts. I pretty much wanted to put a lot of surfers on the beach, a lot of different types of surfers, different types of surfboards, and I wasn't disappointed with the selection that LEGO had. I even made it so Jabba there wanted to go out and do some surfing. Background, you see the Hulk, you see some Jawas. I can't remember if it's Itchy or Scratchy getting ready to axe down Grogu. But like I said before, I really like to put a lot of hidden stuff and a lot of just constant things to look at in the city. Look, you see Lobo back there with one of his bounties. He got a stormtrooper. It's a constant work in progress. And as I said before, I definitely want to expand the ocean. Maybe not the beach as much. I mean, I would like to, but you only have so much room. But I definitely want to expand the ocean. And you got Ninja over there doing his rap. You got your lifeguard, Obi-Wan, having a stern talking to, it looks like, with some Tusken Raiders. As I was panning the camera over, I noticed I got this guy getting ready to go right into some rocks with that jet ski. Again, I wanted to thank all of you for watching, and stay safe out there. See ya.